Hello everybody and welcome back to the Farming Simulator website, where we can actually take a look at all of the confirmed vehicles and machines to be in Farming Simulator 19. So it does get updated every Friday, that's what I've noticed, that is the trend, most likely at the same time as when the fact sheets are released. So there's plenty of brands on here. I believe this is all of them except for one, which I have actually seen, which was in the Harvesting Crops trailer. It was the John Deere 6R series tractor, and that currently isn't on the website, but I'm sure it will be on here very soon. So we're going to run through the different ones today. It's going to be quite an in-depth job, but yeah, let's just get started and I'll show you all of the ones which are currently confirmed to be in Farming Simulator 19. So to kick things off, we have Anko. Now this is going to be in alphabetical order. So we have the Anko Ideal Combine Harvester. As with the previous video I did of taking a look at all the confirmed machines, I'm not going to read out all the information because it'll take absolutely forever. I'm just going to basically read out the brand and the model number, then press details, and you can hopefully read it for yourself. So yeah, we've got the header there as well, the Dynaflex 9255. We also have the Power Flow, and we've got a number of different weights. The type represents the weight of it. So 650 will most likely be a 650 kilogram weight. I think you can actually see that on there. Yeah, 1100 would be 1.1 tons, and so on. So, yep, lots of good weights there in the Anko category. We then have Agrisem, the Combi Plow Gold 4 meter. That's the subsoiler, and also the Agrisem Culti Plow Platinum 8 meter, which likewise is a subsoiler but requiring quite a bit of power. 420 for that one and 140 for that one. So yeah, clearly this one does quite a bit more work to the soil. We then have Agromass, and we have the BTC 50H disc harrow. We have the POH5, that's a plough, and we also have the Cedar, the Salvis 3800, just there. Moving on to Amazon, we have the ED3000C, which is a planter. It's the only one currently in the category, but it does say there is another one coming soon, or at least one more coming soon. There could be several pieces of equipment. Armatrack is bringing a small tractor to the game. I believe these tractors are actually Turkish, and this is the 1104. And yeah, it is literally a small tractor, low horsepower, 110, with a 40k gearbox. So, seems like a nice machine, but I've never actually seen one of these in real life, and I've never, well, certainly never driven one if I've never seen one. Bednar so far is bringing two machines to the game. We've got, first of all, the FB3000, 26000 and PT6000 all-in-one setup, which is very nice, a big machine, and also the Swifter SM18000, which likewise is a cultivator. We have the Breedle fertilizer spreader, the K165, and I'm pretty sure as well actually that there is the lime spreader of this as well. I'm guessing that is what the coming soon one is for, but there could be other stuff too. We then have the Capello corn headers. We've got the Quasar F4 just there, and also the much larger Quasar HS16. And there is another one coming soon, at least one more coming soon. In the Case IH category, we have plenty of machines already here. To start off with, we have the Maxim series medium-sized tractors. We also have the Optum series, and these are classed as large tractors. And we also have the Quadtrac, which I would class as extremely large, but yeah, large tractors. So yeah, there we go. We then have the harvesters. Now we've got the Sugarcane Harvester first of all. This is the Orstoft 8800 or 8800 multi-row, with all the information just there. And finally we also have the Cotton Harvester, which is the Modular Express 635. And that is all the information about that too. But there is more coming soon. It's currently a bit thin on the ground in the Challenger category. However, we do have the MT800E series large tractor, and there is the information. But yeah, more on the way. This you'll be very used to. It is the Sapling Planter, the Damcon PL75. We have the Dutsfar Series 9 large tractor with quite a power range there, and a top speed of 60 kilometers per hour, which I like. That is a nice fast tractor. A few very nice attachments in the DFM category. So these, well, this one here at least is for the skid steer loader. The one down here is too. But to start off with, we have the CFB 16 skid loader attacher, and basically what this will do is grab onto a tree and cut it for you. We then have the TR3200 with a 60 horsepower requirement, and finally we have the RT3000, and that has a 60 horsepower requirement as well. So fairly similar all round, but still very nice attachments. In the Einbock category we have the Aerostar Rotation. This is the 1200, and it is a weeder, so at the early stages of growth, when the weeds are young, you can pull them out with this instead of having to use fertilizer, or herbicide as it would be called. We then have the Elmer's Manufacturing Hallmaster. These are the auger wagons, and I believe there are 3 which are fairly customizable, so you can choose different colours if you'd like to, and yeah, just very large scale equipment. FarmTech are sticking in the game with the TDK 1600 trailer, and also the Superfex 800. This is a manure spreader. There are currently 3 tractors so far in the Fendt range. We have the 700 Vario, medium-sized tractor, also the 900 Vario, large tractor, and finally the Fendt 1100 MT, which you'll probably recognise more of as a rebranded Challenger. Very, very similar, but we now have the Fendt branding. FlexiCoil has the very large cultivator, the ST820, a big machine, and I always use this with the Big Bud in FS17. 3 implements from Flegel. We have the DPW210, that's in the baling technology section, so you can put your bales onto here and lock them in place. We also have the Long Neck Combi Plus, which is a forestry grab, which it actually fits onto the front loader, so that's very nice. And also the Timber Runner, that is the logging trailer. The FMZ Bison Super Z056 Combine Harvester. We've got that, a nice small combine harvester, so it should be relatively cheap, I would have thought, and also the header to go with it. If you're going to cut trees down, you're probably going to have to take the stumps out later, so we have a stump grinder from FSI. That is the ST65T, just a very handy tool to have. If you're wanting to plant some sugarcane, here is a good machine for you. We have the Gessner Industries single and 2-row billet planters. So yeah, we've got the single just here, and also the 2-row if you're wanting to do the job just a bit faster. We have a very nice plough from Gregoire Besson. This is the SPSL9. So yeah, a very big thing with a 10.5 metre working width, and yes, you're going to have to put that onto the trailed lifter just here, which goes into the miscellaneous category. On to Grimmy now, or Grimmer. We have the potato harvesters and also the potato planters. So to start off with, we have the trailed harvester just here, the SE260, and there is the information about it. And we've got the topper as well, the KS75-4. Equally, we have some information. We then have the Veritron 470 Platinum TerraTrack, so basically the self-propelled harvester. And also we have the potato planter just here, or at least one of them, the GL420. We have also the GL860 compactor, which is again a larger potato planter. In the hardy section we currently have the Rubicon 9000 sprayer. It comes into the shop category of crop protection rather than sprayers, so definitely broadening the range of what is going to be into the crop management. This will all be to do with the weeding and all that sort of stuff, because it isn't just a machine to spray fertilizer anymore. It's now for herbicide as well, which is very nice, and apparently there's more to come. We have the beast of the cedar, the Hartson Bikler Terminator TH18. Very big thing, and also obviously the seed hopper just here, the TH1400. Very big capacity, very large. Husqvarna has the chainsaw, the 550 XP. In the gens category we have the BA725D, this is a wood chipper. And also we have the Genshem 583Z, again it's a wood chipper with a horsepower requirement of 250. The other one has its own engine just here, and you can actually get into it and just move it backwards and forwards to reposition. So yeah, there we go. On to John Deere now. We have the 8R series, a large tractor, very big machine, and also the John Deere T560 combine harvester here. Along with this we have the 2 headers for it, We've got the cereal header and also the corn, and most likely sunflower header as well. The 625X, and also we have the 608C. We also have a John Deere weight. This is the John Deere Pickup 1800, and there is more to come. As we already know, there is at least the 6R series as well. We've got the John Sered CS2252 chainsaw, and the Joskin Transpace 8000 trailer with a 31,000 litre capacity. We have machines from Komatsu Forest, the 875, and also we have the 931XC. This one being the forwarder, this one being the harvester. We have the Cott FRC slurry tank for storing some slurry at the side of the field while you're spreading it, and this has a 55,000 litre capacity. If you're looking for a smaller front loader, we have the Kramer KL30.8T. So this is likely going to be much cheaper as well, rather than a fully sized telehandler or front loader tractor. There is the Kroger TKD 302 trailer, and also the HKD 302, which has got the dolly on the front, which I have never been able to reverse, but there we go. 21,000 litre capacity for both of them, and there is more on the way. This machine was focused on in the fact sheet just on Friday, and it is the big M450, the Krone. A big machine, a very large mower, and it's going to come in handy. There are plenty of implements on offer from Kuhn. We have the Cultimer L300 cultivator just here. We also have the power harrow, the HR4004. And we have the subsoiler, just there. And actually, these do go together very nicely, these three just here. That is the DC401. We then have the BTF 4000, that's a cedar. And the TF 1500. Yeah, so you can basically put this subsoiler with that power harrow, with this drill on the back, with that hopper on the front. It's all a very effective system. Very nice. Yep, so we've got the PF 1500 spray tank on the front as well. And this would likely be used in conjunction with the Deltis 1302 MTA3, which is a sprayer. There is also the Metris, the 4102, and finally there is the side muck spreader, side discharge, SLC 141, which is a very nice and interesting looking machine. In the Caverlan category we have the Optima V, or 5 potentially, and yep, there is the information, and also the Quali Disc Farmer 3000. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. There is plenty from Lizard. Lizard is basically the farming simulator home brand. So we've got the Warrior truck just here. We also have the Hulk, again it's a truck, and the Roadrunner. We also have the Pickup 1978. These all look very interesting. And we've got the Lizard SWT7 Sugarcane Harvester. There is also the Lizard Module 4. This is basically a cotton module trailer, so you can load a cotton bale or module onto there. We also have the Module X. That's a Lizard. I think that one might be able to take 2, but I'm not too sure. 2 modules. And then we have the Canetrans 600, which is a sugarcane trailer, high tip. MAN, we have the TGX 26640, so 640 horsepower. Here we have the new Manitou, so a different colour scheme to the one in FS17, the MLT 737, the telehandler. On to Massey Ferguson now. We have the Massey Ferguson 5600 series, which is classed as a small tractor with a different horsepower range of 105 to 130. We then have a medium-sized tractor range of the 7700 series just here, and also we have the Massey Ferguson 3012 sugarcane high-tip trailer. And there are more on the way, thankfully. There is also the McCulloch CS410 chainsaw. Equally, quite a few machines in from New Holland, which is very nice. We have the T6 series, medium-sized tractors, and the T8 series, that's a large-sized tractor, and also the T9 series, again a large-sized tractor. And then we have the new skid steers, which are certainly new to FS19. So we have the L218 skid steer loader, 61 horsepower, 18 km per hour gearbox, and also we have the C232, again skid steer loader. As you can see, it's got the tracks, this one here has the wheels, and yeah, 74 horsepower, 12 km per hour. Now this is very nice. We have lots of different attachments from Paladin. They do seem to be all for the skid steer loaders, but that is good. In fact, they were shown on the most recent fact sheets with the New Holland skid steer loaders. So we've got the high dump bucket just here. We also have the pallet fork. There is also a bale spear, a manure fork. There is the round bale handler, a stump grinder, and finally a brush and log fork. All very nice. Good to see these in the game. We have the Buffalo, the Ponce Buffalo, and Scorpion King. These are always very nice machines to have, so it's good to see they're sticking in Farming Simulator 19, as they've been in 17 and I believe 15. 15 was the first one they were in. So yeah, good to see them hanging around and bringing enjoyment. There are the Randon trailers, Sugarcane trailers, and these were in the Platinum Edition for FS17. Now you'll just have to excuse my pronunciation of this if I get it wrong. It's either Rao or Raw, something like that, but it is the Polymag 300 cultivator. And as you can see there, it requires 100 horsepower and it has a 3 meter working width. There is the Roper Kyler 2 potato harvester, requiring 150 horsepower, 2 meter working width, and a 10,000 litre capacity. Currently there's only one roster mash in the game, the Nova 330 combine harvester, and also the Powerstream 500 header. But again, there are more coming, which is good to see. There is also the Salford plough, the 4204, and also the Sampo Rosenloo HR46X log harvester, tree harvester. Whatever you want to call it, it's in the game. We then have the Samson Agro, the PG225 slurry tanker, and also for the slurry tanker we've got the SD700 and also the SBH436. In addition to this we have the Muck Spreader, the SP1417. Here's some nice looking tractors, the Stara ST Max 105, which is a smaller tractor, and also a medium sized tractor over here, the ST Max 180. We have the Stara Imperador 3.0, that is a sprayer, and we have a Fox 11 cultivator just here, but looking at it, it can also apply fertilizer. We also have the ASA laser CR-DCR13. Again, it has a capacity, so most likely it can apply either seed or fertilizer. I'm not too sure what I think it's fertilizer, but I'm not totally sure. So yeah, there we go. And we have the Cedars, the Series Master 3570, and also the Estrella 32. Again, a very large cedar. We have the Stepper FHL 13AK, and this is basically the logging trailer with the grab, so you can pick up the logs and take them to wherever they need to be. We then have the Steyr, the Profi CVT medium-sized tractor. We then have the Stihl MS261 chainsaw, and all the front loader technologies from Stoll. So we've got the FZ30 front loader, also the 60, and then we have the pallet fork, the bale spike, the universal bucket, the roll type bale fork, the bale handler, probably for round silage bales, manure fork, fork with grapple, silage cutter, and the log fork. Suer, the SB700, SB1000, 1600 and 2400 weights. In the TT category we've got the big TT just here, the big TT disc harrows. We also have another one just over here, the multi-cultivator 5-in-1 disc harrows. Pretty big thing. We also have the TT 8022 driveless, and finally the Colossus 10,000 just there. Lots in the Vardestad category so far. We've got the Tempo V8, That's a planter. We also have the FH2200, again a planter. The Tempo L16. The Seedhawk XL toolbar, 84 foot. And finally, the Seedhawk 980 air cart. That is the seeder. These two tend to go together. The Valtra N-Series small tractors, and also the T-Series medium-sized tractors. The Wilson Pacesetter trailer. And there is more coming from Wilson trailers apparently. And finally, we have the Ziegler Corn Champion 5R. It's a corn header. And also, we do even have the category here, which does say coming soon. So there may even be more brands which haven't even been mentioned yet coming to Farming Simulator 19. So there we have it. A very, very interesting lineup so far. Definitely stay tuned to this website. This is the official website, because it does update every week. And yeah, there's always more interesting things to look at. Anyway, there we go. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.